Hey guys, we are here in Austin, Texas, and we thought it was high time and way overdue that we tell you how we find where we're sleeping for the night, aside from in here. So, for about half the time along this trip, we have found free camping, which has been great, and about the other half of the time, we're either staying with family and friends and our car's parked outside or we're sleeping in it, or we have paid for campsites, usually for like $20 or less a night. Found lots of good spots for $10 a night, but whether it's parking in a free spot or free camping or a campground where we're paying, we have mostly used a couple of apps to find those places. So for tonight, we didn't use any apps other than Google Maps. Basically, there's not a lot of free camping in Austin, unless you want to park at a Walmart, which we haven't yet done. We're kind of proud of that. So tonight we just looked on Google Maps, kind of found a residential area a little outside of town, and it looks good. There's no overnight camping sign or no overnight parking signs, anything like that. So we think it's going to be okay. We'll see. But in general, we've been using a couple of different apps. So the first one is Campendium, and Campendium is a free app. Basically, you have a login or you don't. I prefer to have a login because it makes it easier for leaving reviews for other campers, which is great. And Campendium both shows campgrounds where you pay to camp or free camping when it's available. It also shows free parking, like free overnight parking in like a Cabela's or Walmart lot. In Austin, I found that Overlander is a little bit more effective. There's just more variety of places to camp, whereas Campendium only really shows the campgrounds where we'd pay to camp. So we've heard from some people who are doing van life in Europe that use Park for Night. I know Eamon and Beck use that, and then also Combi Life, Ben and Leah use that. We haven't used it here because, as far as I can tell, it's really only in Europe, but there are some other websites that we use. For example, we have used Harvest Hosts, which basically it's wineries, breweries, and farms where they've opened it up for boondockers, and it's free. There is an annual membership fee, which I think is like $80 a year, and it's a full 12 months from when you start it. And Harvest Host is basically like, hey, come and boondock. You have to have a self-enclosed vehicle, so that includes bathroom. So we have a situation for that, but which we won't show you because it's just, but we do have that. And then the idea is you can camp overnight for free. Usually it's just one night, and for that they suggest that you patronize the establishment. So go in, buy some beer, buy some wine, which we'd want to do anyway, or purchase some produce or whatever they have going on there. Another one that we haven't used yet, but we've heard a lot of good things about, is Boondockers Welcome. That's also another one where there's an annual membership fee. I think it's $50. And that's just people who have opened up their driveway or a space in their yard, if they have it, for boondockers to come and camp. And that's another one where you need to have the self-enclosed with a bathroom option. There's also other options for van lifers too. So there's a site called freecampsites.net, which we haven't really used yet, but we've heard about, and forums, Facebook groups. Basically, the idea is just ask around. If you're heading to a city, maybe reach out to your network on social media and say, hey, I'm going to be in Austin. Anybody around? Can I camp in front of your house or park in front of your house, kind of thing. And good old-fashioned way too, what we're doing right now in Austin is just check out Google Maps and go during daylight hours so that you can check out the space. And if it's something that kind of looks like you wouldn't really want to be there during daylight, but then maybe wait until after dark, check it out in daylight and then come back after dark, go out for dinner or something like that. And yeah, there's a lot of options there. That's what we did in the Florida Keys. When we were there over New Year's, we just kind of scoped out where we could find non-residential only parking, so we wouldn't get a ticket or a boot. And yeah, we were able to self-camp for a couple nights in the Keys, and it was fantastic. just using Google Maps, like, check out what we found. Sorry, there's mud on the window.